Hi guys, welcome to CET Mentors. My name is Ketan. The major problem for CET today is grammar. I spoke to a lot of students and they're like, sir, grammar has always been painful area for us. And I'll tell you, grammar is feeling. Grammar is basically a feeling, right? So whenever I spoke to my students in the class and I was like, grammar आता है तो students like first like ये पहले होता था, अभी तो now they know grammar very well. तो पहले जब भी मैं पूछता था कि grammar आता है तो it's kind of a feeling I said ना. And students will think that कि हाँ आता है मतलब we feel that we know it थोड़ा बहुत. But again, grammar is like a feeling, हमको लगता है कि हमको आता है, but actually जब question लेके बैठते हो, then you get lot of questions incorrect. And that's the reason I say that we always go for with grammar. Now the problem is that when we talk about grammar, right, we always tend to solve questions the way we talk English, and like this is not gonna work, right? So the way we talk and the way we ought to write English from a grammar perspective, there is still a lot of difference, I would say, because most of the time we use grammar, when we talk completely ulta, and there's a lot of slang that has been involved now. So let's not get into that. But again, if you're using the way you talk English on a daily basis, if you're using those fundamentals in your grammar, then you will be going wrong most of the time. But yes, if you're talking English from a grammar perspective, फिर फायदा होगा. Now let's come back to the grammar for this thing for CET. The bunch is going to be for 20 marks. So you're going to be like getting around 20 questions. Now, how do you start? Like I see a lot of people have created fuss out of grammar कि यार grammar बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है, नहीं आता है, बहुत तोहफे. Trust me, grammar is the most easy thing that you can do as far as CET verbal is concerned. Right? You got to start from your basic level. You got to start from your basic level, and your basic level is going to be parts of speech. What comes under parts of speech? Noun, pronoun, adverb, adjective. All these basic things that we actually learned during our school time. Very much basic. The problem is that we actually do not focus on basic level and then we jump on high level, which is modifier and parallelism. Don't even go to that level. CET is not going to be asking you this kind of question. CET is going to stick to its basic level, period. So you guys need to know that, okay, noun का properties क्या है, pronoun का properties क्या है, adjective का फंडा क्या है, adverb का फंडा क्या है, right? I'll give a very small example. I see a lot of time people say that, sorry sir, I did not Googled it. That's wrong English. Okay, I did not wrote it. That's wrong English because even it's grammar, like this is the way we talk actually. Oh sorry, I forgot to kind of Googled it. So whenever you use did in the sentence, right, which is always a past tense, which is already a past tense, whenever you use that thing, your verb should be having past participle, like should not be having past participle. So Googled is a past participle, that's V3, right? So you should be using, if you're using did in the sentence, your verb should be having present tense ka formula. Rather it should be in a present form. So I did not Google it, I did not write it, something like that. So यहाँ से मेरे ख्याल से problem चालू होती है because we are completely out of touch as far as the basics are concerned. Right? Let's talk about the subject. The table that was taught to us in the school, right? So first person singular plural. So like first person singular plural, second person singular plural, third person he, she, it. That's the singular one. Plural format hoga they. Now it is been taught to us that if you talk about let's say a subject. If a subject is something which is a non-living thing or which is the inanimate thing, right? You should be using subject as it. You can't use he and she over there, right? If it's a non-living thing, if it's an inanimate thing, you have to use it. Now that's the one possibility. The other possibility is that it is not necessary that it has to be using it for non-living thing. Anywhere when you are not aware of gender, if you don't know what is the gender of, let's say if you don't know the gender of subject, then also you need to use it. I'll give a small example. This is what I always do in my class. So I say that, let's say, Kalsubai is awesome, right? So a lot of people feel that, oh, you know what, he's talking about lady. No, I'm talking about the mountain because, that's the name of the mountain in Maharashtra, right? So a lot of time people get confused that, oh, he's talking about a lady. So we use the subject as, she or like her, whatever. But again, it's a non-living thing, and more than that, I don't know the gender. It is not categorically or specifically been told to me in the sentence the gender. I'm going to use it. That's the basic thing. Then again, we kind of get confused that what does this type of it's mean? You're getting my point. So like there is an apostrophe attached with S. It shows the possession, and then we get kind of confused. ये वाला सही है कि ये वाला सही है. So this is off, which also shows the possession, and then there is something called as OFF off. This is something split up, right? So मेरे ख्याल से these are the basic things that you can see in your CET grammar actually. So you got to start with this part of speech. The moment you're done with parts of speech, you can move towards subject, verb and agreement. Simple. अगर एक नहीं होता है what I do in my class, what I do in my workshop and whatever online workshop that we are going to conduct now, what I do is simple funda. I give round about 20 rules of subject, verb and agreement. These are prominent rules जो subject, verb, agreement पे भी चलते हैं और पूरा का पूरा parts of speech भी इसमें cover हो जाता है. As simple as that, right? So this is what you guys need to understand. You got to do the basics first, then come to SVA, then tenses. आज भी बच्चों को पूछता हूँ कितने टेंसेस है. Somebody say 3 sentences है, someone will say इतने सर. Total कुल मिला के 9 tenses है. So there are not 9 tenses actually. There are 12 tenses. And let's say past, future and present. These are not tenses basically. उनके तो 4 sub parts हैं. Simple, perfect, continuous and then perfect continuous, right? These are the actual tenses. So 4 multiplied by 3, that's 12. So you need to understand उनका फंडा क्या है, कहाँ पे क्या चीजें लगती है. So if you do this, you are sorted, right? Tenses पे अगर आप खेलोगे और अगर आप सब्जेक्ट वर्ब अग्रीमेंट पे खेलोगे, एक दो चीजें अगर आपने कर ली, सर आपका सेंटेंस करेक्शन डन हो गया, स्पॉट द एरर डन हो गया, आपका सेंटेंस रिप्लेसमेंट डन हो गया. इसमें कुछ नहीं आता, सेम रेसिपी है, घुमा फिरा के बोला जाता है सीईटी में. सो सेंटेंस करेक्शन, सेंटेंस इंप्रूवमेंट, सेंटेंस रिप्लेसमेंट एंड स्पॉट द एरर, इट्स द सेम थिंग. इट इज दैट यू गेट डिफरेंट पैटर्न. कभी कभी you will have one liner, कभी you will have 3 liners, right? Something like that. So this is what, if you do these things like first 3, you are ready for this, right? Now understand this. Once you do all these things, what is parallelism? Parallelism का मतलब होता है, parallelism में एक बहुत बड़ा sentence आपको दिया जाता है. What do you have to do in parallelism? You have to cut it short. It means you are given the sentence in your examination, in your paper. You have to kind of take out unwanted information and make a sentence grammatically correct by taking out unwanted information, right? वो बन गया आपका parallelism. अब यहाँ पे एक चीज है जो थोड़ी सी अलग है. That's called as sentence synthesis, but this can also be called as probable starter. ये आता है 5 मार्क के लिए, right? And then you have something called as fill in the blanks. So this can also be called as filler. तो ये बैंक के वाले एग्जाम इसको फिलर बोलते हैं, but this is also fill in the blanks. So fill in the blanks can be vocabulary based, it can be kind of a conjunction based, or it can be adverb based, it can be based on kind of an apostrophe or anything, like जैसे अपना होता है beneath, underneath, right? Something like that. So you might get certain kind of questions which are fillers, right? But everything starts from these 3 important things. So this is what I want you guys to start with. Whatever classes that you have joined in, if you have C2C mentors का books with you, grammar rules are given there amazingly well. उतना करोगे CET का grammar बन जाएगा और 13 से 14 मार्क्स आराम से बन जाएंगे. I am anyway conducting workshop. CET की workshop for last 20 days. We are conducting them live. We have them in a pre-recorded format. All the rules are given there. If you are struggling with grammar, you can buy the workshop. We are charging around about 3,000 for that. You will be sorted as far as grammar is concerned. But this is what I really want you to kind of focus on. Now, once you understand the crux, once you get that basic thing in your hand, then what you got to do? Practice, practice, practice and practice. And practice. रोज देखो, सिंपल सी बात है, रोज 20 क्वेश्चन करो ग्रामर के. रोज ना, ये आपका है च्यवनप्राश. You got to take it every bloody single day. Every day 20 क्वेश्चन ग्रामर के. जितने रूल्स आते हैं उतने रूल से मार्क करो. जो गलत गया वो देखो ये रूल कौन सा था जो मैंने अभी तक नहीं पढ़ा. You do that, you will be really good in your CET. सिंपल सी बात है. देखो 40 मॉक होता है, 30 मॉक होता है, 20 मॉक होता है. हर एक मॉक में वैरायटी ग्रामर आता है और हर एक बार वो चेंज हो जाता है. जब आप डीडी पे जाते हो उतना डीडी पे ज्यादा वैरायटी नहीं आती है. डीडी पे 20 क्वेश्चन आएंगे. 40 मॉक दोगे इतने में कितने आपके बहुत ज्यादा क्वेश्चन हो जाएंगे, राइट? तो इतने सारे क्वेश्चन में कितनी सारी वैरायटीज आएंगी. अगर आप इतने भी क्वेश्चंस कर लेते हो, अगर आप 200-250 क्वेश्चन भी कर लेते हो ग्रामर के, आपको खाली 20 क्वेश्चन हैंडल करने ऑन अ डी डे, एंड दैट शुड बी फाइन. एंड मोटा मोटी वो क्या होता है ना, वो उसी रूल पे होता है जो बच्चों को पता होता है. मतलब कुछ ऐसा तोड़ नहीं आता. हाँ, मैं मानता हूँ कि 20 क्वेश्चन में से 4 क्वेश्चन ऐसे बनेंगे जिसका आपको रूल पता ही नहीं होगा, नहीं आपको पढ़ाया गया होगा, लाइक आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. बट 15 से 16 क्वेश्चन ऐसे आएंगे जो जेन्युइनली 9th और 10th के ग्रामर पे डिपेंडेंट है. So guys, as far as grammar is concerned, that's it from my side. Tomorrow I'll come up with another topic, probably parajumble or let's say anything else from the puzzle or visual side. So this is what I wanted to guys start with as far as grammar is concerned. And if you want to join my workshop, the link is given in the description. You can join that. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if possible, do share the video. Thank you.